So maybe we should talk a little bit about what is important to real estate agents. When you think about all of the things that we have to do every day, what's most important for you to get things accomplished as an agent? And what kind of pecking order do you have as far as priorities in your day-to-day life? Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every single week to help you in growing your real estate business. Today, we're going to talk about priorities. We're going to talk about a lot of the fake priorities that you put out there and what it takes to really pursue your passion, pursue your success in the face of adversity when things come up. We certainly can't guarantee anything in life, but I can. I can guarantee one thing's for certain: bad shit's going to happen to you. There is no question about it. Over the next year, there's going to be something really bad that happens to every single one of us. Now, my hope is there's 10 or 12 good things as well. But we know that stuff comes up, things are going to happen. And what you really have to think about is how you react to those issues. I don't remember the exact quote, but I do a lot of success training and reading books and listening to audios and going to conferences and being involved in mastermind events and that type of thing. And the way you react to adversity will determine your ultimate altitude, where you're going to end up in life. How well do you react to bad things that happen to you? So I got to kind of thinking about this because I've had a lot of agents that have struggled with this themselves. I had a death in the family on Saturday, and you got to think, how long does it take you to get back into gear, to get things going again when bad stuff happens to you? Because it may be a health diagnosis that you get or a family member gets. It may be a death in the family. It may be a wreck, a car wreck, an accident of some sort. There could be a number of things that could happen to you. How long are you going to let that affect your business, affect your income, affect your future? So I wanted to talk a little bit about, and the answer for me Saturday was 6 minutes. That's how long it took me, 6 minutes to be back on a business call. Now, you may not be as effective as you usually would. You may respond emotionally much different than you would. No different than if you were in a car wreck and then you just hear a horn a week later, it still makes you freak out. You're a little overreactive. Your senses are heightened when that happens to you. But how you react in the long run is going to determine your outcome as either a successful person. I've always said, in real estate as well as anything in life, you're either focused and successful or you're distracted. That's the only two type of people there are. There's successful and there's distracted. That's the only two type of people in this entire world. So you really need to think about, where do you stand on that pedestal for priorities? What's most important for you for priorities? So as an example, I was kind of thinking of an analogy. I used to do a lot of analogies that really helps people to get this. And I want you to imagine for a second that, so a big problem for a lot of real estate agents is something happens to them and they shut down their real estate business. Or I'm going to take a break from real estate, right? Oh, I just got a bad diagnosis from the doctor. I'm going to take a break from real estate. What? The first thing you need to think is, shit, I'm going to need a lot more money. Not less money. There's a lot of stuff you can't do now. One of them is not cut off your money. What are you talking about? Oh, my dad's sick and we got to take care of him and we got to do it. So I'm just not going to do real estate for now. What? What I'm hearing is your expenses are going up, so you're not going to make money anymore. How can you react that way? So I was thinking a little bit about this, and I want you to imagine you're having a barbecue at your house, and it's just you. I was kind of thinking through this myself. If my girlfriend's over and it's just her and we have another couple that's coming over. Okay, so tonight they're coming over at 6 o'clock, and I'm just going to make hamburgers on the grill. We're going basic. So there's going to be four of us. I go to the grocery store. We're all trying to lose weight anyway. I'm going to get 4 hamburgers. Okay. So I get 4 hamburgers. I come back to the house. I get the grill started. They're supposed to be here in 15 minutes. So I get the grill started. I got them on the grill. It's going to be a nice, quiet night, just the 4 of us. And I see their SUV pulls up. So we walk outside to greet them. And they have 6 people getting out of the SUV. Hey, I hope you don't mind. We brought a few friends. I know we're just kind of hanging out. What's the first thing I think? Well, you know what I think? Run to the back of the house, get all the food off the grill, and throw it in the garbage because we need more of it and we don't have it. So we're just going to stop doing it. We don't have food anymore. We're never going to the grocery again because we're going to need more food than we initially thought. When bad shit happens, you're going to need more of those resources. For us, most generally, that resource isn't hamburgers, it's money. If someone dies, this shit's going to be expensive. If someone needs medical treatments and they need to fly across the country and they've got to go to this doctor and they have to stay in this hotel for 10 days of treatments and all, this sounds like we're going to need more resources. What we don't do is throw away our opportunity at making money. And I can't tell you how many people do that. You know, this is the kind of the storm season in the US right now. So many people say, oh, well, we got hit by the tornado and I just had a little bit of damage, but I'm going to be spending a lot of time meeting with repair guys, trying to get all that back up. So, you know, I'm just not going to have time to do real. What? You might live in a torn up house and increase your production as a real estate agent. What you won't do is try and make your house nice and then be in debt. Now, if you guys have followed me for a while, you know I'm the no BS real estate coach. So I'm going to tell you how it is. And I don't let feelings get in the way of finances by any means. Would I ever let that happen? I had an agent that I was really close with, still really close with her, as a matter of fact, and close enough to be able to talk to her like a friend would talk to her. And this has been 4 years ago. She was diagnosed with breast cancer. Unfortunately, a large number of people are still fighting that. We have not found a cure yet. She was diagnosed with breast cancer. And she said, you know, I'm going to just stop selling real estate. I'm not going to renew my license. I'm just going to focus on getting better and, you know, doing what I got to do to fight this thing. And I said, well, obviously, man, best wishes. Like, I hope you're able to fight this thing. If you win, you're going to have a shitty life. If you win, if you fight it, if you beat it, you're going to be financially in debt. You're going to be miserable. You're not going to want, why did this happen to you? And for the next 10 years, you're going to be saying, you know, back 12 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer and it just ruined my whole life. That's not what ruined your life. The way you reacted to that is what ruined your life. I've had all kinds of bad shit happen to me. How I react to that is going to make me stronger. The best way in the world for me to make more money is to have to spend more money. I've proven this over and over and over. If I need an extra $3 million for my son to stay alive, I will have $3 million in no time. What I won't do is say, oh, I need to hug him and be with him while we hope that we get $3 million while he's dying. No, we're going to fix the problem. That's how you fix the situation. But for so many people, they really think, hey, I need to just focus I need to be as stressed as I can be about this. Let me spend all of my time on this. There's nothing you can do. What do you do? If you're going to dialysis on Thursdays, what are you doing the other 6 3/4 days of the week? Not 6 days of the week. It don't take a whole damn day for dialysis. Because even if you're there and you're on the phone, you can have someone else do it, because what you don't want to do is beat it and then have a worse life than you had before it happened in the first place. I know that sucks to talk about. I know that hurts to say, that we should be more compassionate. I'm compassionate for your life, not for your day. I don't give a damn about your day or even your month or a 6-month trek that you have to deal with. I care about the outcome of your life, the quality of your lifestyle for many years to come. And if you fold, if you decide I'm going to just ruin myself financially because I have to deal with this thing for the next 2 decades, if you beat that thing for the next 2 decades, you're going to talk about what happened to you. You realize how many people lost a lot of stuff financially in 2008, 2009, 2010, and they're still using it as an excuse today? Well, you know, back in 2008, dude, people have created millions and lost it again and created millions and lost it again and created millions 3 different times since then. You're still sitting around talking about what happened to you and how far it set you back and all the problems that you had. Look, when bad stuff happens, it should make you stronger. It should make you bigger. It should make you wealthier. Find a way to make it happen. I used an example at one of our live events here recently where we were talking about if I were ever in a car accident and I lost both my legs, I promise you I would make more. By the way, maybe I already did. You don't know. I'm still talking to you. Maybe I don't have them anymore. I guarantee you I could sit in bed and sell 500 homes a year if that was the route that I wanted to take, the career path I wanted to take. I'd make more money because I wouldn't have all the distractions. I wouldn't be doing all of those other things. So you find that's somebody that's bedridden. You find a way to make it work. Send somebody else on the appointments. Have somebody else meet with the clients face to face. There's ways to make it work for you. I can guarantee you as you get older, you're not going to be happy with what happens to your body, with what happens to your life. I was talking to a lady the other day that was saying, she's in her late 30s. She's not in her late 30s. She's in her last 30. But she's in her last 30 right now. And she looks at these 18, 20, 25-year-olds, even 29, 30-year-olds, and like they don't think they're going to get old. They really don't think they're going to get old. Sorry for you. You're 40 years old. Oh my gosh, you're old. Or someone that's 40 says, oh my gosh, you're 50. I sure hope that never happens to me. It's definitely going to happen to you. And what will happen is you get tired doing nothing. You get sore doing nothing. You don't have the energy to do what you used to do. Many of us that used to run like crazy and could work 50 buyers and could do all of this business, that is not going to be the same next year and the year after and the year after and the year after. We know that that's going to change for us. So while you have the ability, you have to take advantage of that.